Hey, everyone, it's Hal, the voice of the open-ended poker show. And yes, it is here. It is summer. It is WSOP 2025. And summer camp is here. And I have to say a quick thing on summer camp. To this day, I somehow believe I invented the term summer camp for WSOP. About 15 plus years ago, I was on Texas Hold'em Radio doing a broadcast with Wade Andrews, and we're talking about WSOP, and somehow I literally said I called it summer camp, and everyone laughed, and I remember Wade laughing about it. He said summer camp, and I swear that sticked, and I am a firm believer to this day that I invented the term summer camp, and now everyone calls it summer camp. It's spread. I really believe that. It was so random 15 plus years ago. Anyways, why do we call it summer camp? Because anyone that went to camp as a kid, I was fortunate that I did. You remember that feeling of being excited every summer, of seeing your old friends, of playing all the games as a kid. Well, it's no different for WSOP. And I've been here 2 days already. Not even. I came in last night and here all day today, so a day and a half. But yeah, already I've bumped into so many people I know, and you get that feeling of summer camp. So today I want to kick off talking about bankroll management. Okay. Many of you and many of us come here for summer camp, and we're here for multiple days. Now, um, the end result is you want to be profitable, right? So bankroll management is very key here in Las Vegas. So I see it all the time. People win, here and there, and then they go blow it in the casino. Now, if you're here just to have fun and spend money and you don't care about making a profit, go to it. But a lot of us are here for the summer grind, and we're here to make some money for the summer and to carry us, through our. I use it for my daily tournament play, like the weekend tournaments. Whether I'm here in Vegas or Los Angeles area, I use summer camp money for those kind of things. And you also have to make a decision. Is your poker money just poker money, or is it, you know, part of your normal income? And I keep them, I've always kept them separate. So that's for you to decide on what to do. That's too long of a lesson. But I want to talk about bankroll management. So you're coming here, you're in a hotel. Today I'm in the Horseshoe. Tomorrow I move to Grandview, which I'll be there the entire 12 days at Grandview. So let's say you're there, I just said 12 days, and at the very least, it's $100 a day. Okay. So that's $1,200. That's an expense right there, $1,200. Not counting food every day. I try to keep it relatively cheap. That's a bad dinner right there. But I try to, I'm here in Vegas so often that I'm fortunate enough that I entertain customers and things like that. So I eat pretty good normally, obviously, right? And when I'm here for the summer grind, I don't go out to eat. I don't really socialize for the most part. It's 100% focus on WSOP. So you figure you have your nut of $1,200 for your hotel. You have your flight expense, whatever that might be, or travel expense. So what I try to do is I break it down per day. How much do I need per day to recover my expenses, just to start with? So you figure $1,200, and I'm here for 12 days, right? So for your hotel, and again, that I'm just using that as an estimate of $100. It's unfortunately it's more than that nowadays in Las Vegas, but using $100 and food. So I think it would be fair to say my nut is $150 a day. Doesn't sound like much, right? But let's not forget you have tournament entries. So Friday, I'm playing the Monster Stack for $1,500. Tomorrow, I'm playing. I know I'm going to play a daily tournament. That's probably $200. So you have to add up all your expenses and what you're going to make each night. Now, if you're just a tournament player, very tough to do that. The even pros, every pro out there, you can play, X amount of tournaments, and typically you're going to cash 10%. That's in the high thresholds, of a Daniel Negreanu. Our average, semi pros, whatever, you're not cashing 10% at a time. You're cashing, unfortunately, less than that. So add up, you're going to play, say, two, three, four events. You're in the 10,000 plus range with all your expenses and everything else. So if you're here to make money, how you do that? I play cash games. I'm a cash game player. I always say I'm a cash game player who plays tournaments, right? So, fortunately, what I do is in between tournaments, I play cash. So today, luckily my hotel is covered. I was playing at Resort World this evening, and it was about a $1,600 profit for today. So off to a great start. I always say it's funny when it's a full moon, my poker game, for some reason, like if I do track my wins and track my play and track my hours, but if I also were to track full moon effect, for some reason I just have always through the years done very well when it's a full moon. Joy used to when she would see a full moon, she would go play poker. So for me it's worked out. So today, okay, so let's say $1,600. So now I know my hotel is at least covered, but that's one night. That is absolutely nothing. Um, one night of play, I should say. We all know that can disappear tomorrow in a cash game. So, again, if you really want to be here and try to make money, you got to watch your expenses. When you win, don't go walk around the casino and throw 100. It's very easy to throw 100 in a slot machine and watch it disappear. Again, if you're here for just entertainment, so be it. Um, Gotta tell you, the finish, I want to kind of keep these, relatively so you're not bored. I gotta tell you about one hand though tonight. So long story short, guy jams pre-flop for $50. That's all he had, all he had in front of him. So he jams for $50. And I would say the average stack at the table is about 500 or more. Okay. And we're all pretty deep at this point of the night. And there's five callers, including myself. I have pocket jacks. And I call the $50. Flop comes 10-10 rag, and player in front of me checks. I bet, I think I'm okay. Especially with my jacks are beating the board. I bet out, I lead out. I want to say it was 75 or $100. I can't remember. That part's irrelevant. So all four of the other people call, and turn comes irrelevant. I actually think it was I shouldn't say irrelevant. I think it was a king. It was an over my jacks. So guy in front of me checks. I check, and everyone else checks. So I'm like, maybe my jacks are good here. And river comes irrelevant card, a small card. So I just didn't have a good feeling about this hand. And again, it wasn't about the money in the pot, but you got to hear this how it finishes. So we all check on the river. Okay, flip over the cards. The guy who's all in for $50, he has pocket tens, so he flopped quads. Okay, I flip over. We all flipped over at the same time, but I'm just delaying a little bit. So I flip over my jacks. Guy next to me has pocket jacks. So we both have jacks. The two other people in the hand, they both have pocket nines. So it was just one of the funniest hands I've seen in quite a while. We have quad tens, jacks, nines, nines. Absolutely crazy hand. It was funny. Fortunately, me and the other guy chopped the remainder of the pot, it was a small win in that pot. But again, the point being, it was a crazy, crazy hand. So I just want to leave you with that. So again, excited to be here for WSOP. We have a win for the first night, and I'm gonna be pretty honest and tell you whether it's a win or loss, and it's a DTJ, don't tell Joy, but that's our rule. I never tell Joy really whether I'm winning or losing while I'm out here for 12 plus days. This is actually, truth be told, I'm going to finish. This is my probably shortest WSOP because of work. Work still always comes first for me no matter what. And 12 days is very short, obviously, for WSOP. I am working the following week. As soon as I get back, we actually have a trade show. And then I'm coming back on the weekend, and Joy's coming out. We have a senior event at Westgate. So there's a plug. SPG, Suited Poker Gear, is hosting a senior event over at Westgate. I believe it starts at 2 p.m. You can look it up on all the media. But great tournament, great tournament, the Suited Poker Gear tournament. So be sure to come out for that, or go over to that if you're here in town. You'll see it in the Poker Atlas and everything. So that's going to be Saturday. I believe it's the 27th. I'll have to look on my calendar. It is the 28th, Saturday the 28th. You want to definitely come down for that senior event. So yeah, Joy and I will be flying back out that weekend, and typically I'll probably be out every weekend through WSOP after that. I'm not going to take any extended week off from this point. So really, this is it for me. This is my uh, full week and a few days of WSOP, but we're going to do some damage. We're going to do some damage this year. I feel good mentally. I feel like crap otherwise, because I'm still not over this pneumonia. And those that don't know, I've had a pneumonia for 6 weeks now, and it's not 100% out of my system. And here I'm almost ready to cough. It's tough. So I don't feel great physically, but we're gonna make it through this WSOP, and I feel real good about the events. My head is clear, and we'll talk about that in the next video. So that's it. Hope it's a good kickoff. Hope you enjoy, and we'll talk to you probably tomorrow.